Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have another match from Hurricane 2025, a Swedish tournament held in Houston. On the left we have David with the Power Monolith art artifact combo deck with Fireball. And on the right we have Adam. This is our first time seeing Adam, but Adam did make top 8, so I do have his deck list. His deck list is like a blue-red counter burn with 2 counters and a mana drain, so it's like a counter burn, but it's blue-red with the splash of black for the 2 restricted black cards. And Adam had a pretty good turn one with that double Mox Chaos Orb include in a factory in play. David looking at his hand. Of course, his goal is to get Adam to tap out and then combo out on his own turn. So we've got a mana drain, Assault Monolith in hand, Power Sink, can't tell what else, and that looks like a force field to me. The 3D cast artifact, um, where you can pay 1 to only take a 1 loss of life when a creature gets blocked. So where if Adam were to play a dib or something, swing with a dib, David could just pay 1 colorless and take 1 instead of 3, which is actually really good creature control. Nobody really plays that, but it's unique. It's a unique card. I kind of like the spiciness of David's deck. And of course, Adam played a Volcanic Island. He's in a tank here. He's tapped out. Why not swing 2? Good call. Yep. Adam, yeah, David falls to 17 because of City of Brass damage. Why do I feel like Adam accidentally played 2 lands? Maybe Adam went first. For some reason, I thought he played the Volcanic. Tap Jet, swung with Factory. Second main phase played the Badlands, and now Badlands is tapped for some reason. I'm not sure why. That was weird. And a turn Bolcher David. I don't think I would manager in that. I would take the 3, hold the counter for his turn if you want to try to combo next turn. Especially with Badland being should be untapped. David's thinking about it though. That's so weird. I guess swore Adam. Maybe Adam went first, but I guess swore Adam played 2 lands last turn. Now Adam has 4 lands to David's 3. Yeah, maybe Adam went first. I'm crazy. Let's swing 2 with Factory again. David falling to 13. Second main phase. The twist or something? Ah, wheel. Now you counter. Manager in the wheel. This is good. This is good for David. Now he's going to have 3 colorless on his first main phase. He can play Basalt Monolith for free. He did not get the combo then, unfortunately. Still gets to play for free. Is that power? Yeah, that might be a power artifact. I think he's got power artifact in hand and the power sink. Sadly, he does not have the fireball, so we won't see a combo yet. And pass his turn. Yeah, with that Chaos Orb in play, it's tough for David. Now he can pay the 1 with Force Field and only take 1 damage and fall to 12. The clock is not crazy right now, and Adam's kind of out of gas at this point. Looks like he has 1 in hand. Oh, there's the fireball. There is the fireball. With that Chaos Orb oh my gosh, that Chaos Orb in play. We might get to see Adam flip for his life in game one here. He's thinking. Yep, so Dave explained how it works, so Adam's reading the cards with the power artifact. Okay. Our artifact attaches to basalt. What Adam's trying to decide how to respond, I guess? Don't you wait for him to activate it once and then you Chaos Orb at that point, I think? Right, like that's the play, right? You wait for him to activate it once. He activates once. Now you okay, wait. Once you activate it once, I'm gonna activate Chaos Orb. Right. No. Don't let him do that. Dave's like, no, but I activated a billion times though, so I have a billion mana. Oh, you scooped him up. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think Adam should have been able to respond to David's tapping the monolith the first time. And so I'm gonna activate this. And I think David was saying that he never passed priority. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong in that, but I feel like Adam still could have said, I get a chance to respond. Even if Adam shouldn't have had a chance to respond. We should, he would have, yeah. Had Adam known that he didn't have a chance to respond, he would have responded in the casting of Power Artifact. But unfortunately, I feel like that was a confusion between the players. Um, but I could also be confused too. I'm new to this format, guys. This was my first event ever in the format, of the format, excuse me. But I feel like the correct play, Adam made the correct play, and as soon as he tapped it for mana with that ability on the stack before the mana even resolves, he can respond. He switches orb for his life, and maybe Adam misses the orb flip, but I think he probably should have had a chance to kill David's Basalt Monolith. Either way, and then I think Adam accidentally played a second land on turn two. But this is old school. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot more laid back, which is one of the reasons why I do like the format. Nobody gets their panties in a bunch, if you will. If a person makes a mistake, like you play the wrong line, you go, shit, I meant to play my strip mine, not my island or whatever. Either way, David comboed out turn or game one, which was cool. You don't get to see a combo win in old school very often, so it's pretty sweet to see David pull off a combo win with the Power Monolith Fireball combo. There's not very many combo decks in the format, right? Like Lich, one of the greatest, funnest decks to play in old school and greatest. I mean, if you guys never played that Lich deck, it's insane. And then obviously Dreams combo, which I love, which is really just draw sevens, burn, 8 bolts, side blast, and Underworld Dreams, and like this. And then High Tide. High Tide's, I guess, a combo deck, which I recently built. Still working through that. Either way, we're still sideboarding. I'm rambling. Adam gets to bring in his shatters from his board, maybe his energy flux. He's definitely going to bring his 2 blue elemental blast, I'm assuming. And so that way he can blast the fireball. I'm not sure what else he's going to bring in, but that's what I would bring in. Get rid of that control magic. Maybe take out the counters. You don't really need the counters. Just bring in some blast for that. Take out the Blood Moon, in my opinion. Maybe bring in the Suchis. I don't know. Do you need the Suchis? And then for David, no idea what David's playing. Or what David's sideboard is, but bring in Blue Elemental Blast if you got him, David. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'd say. You didn't get to see a lot from Adam. You didn't get to see the dibs, so you don't know he has dibs. Or orcs. You saw bolts. You know what I mean? You saw bolts in a factory. It's like a turn 3 or turn 4 combo. Are those flash counters I see Adam looking or David looking at? You could bring a flash counters. Oh, I see City in a bottle. I like that. That stops the dibs. What else does that stop there? City of Brass dibs, and that's it. So I don't know if it's that great of a card, but I guess it's a 1 for 4. And the boys are shuffling up for game 2. It looked like Adam was switching cards from his sideboard into new sleeves, so I don't even know if he had 75 sleeves. He might have been swapping cards between sleeves, which is wild. Either way, a very interesting game 1. The Chaos Orb should have probably dictated that game a little bit more, but either way, boys are shuffling. I think I saw Blue Elemental Blast in Adam's deck, which makes sense. I would definitely side that in. All right, let's see the 7 here. Oh, I think David has Power Mono. Yeah, he's got Monolith, Recall, Power Artifact. Is that a rocket launcher I see in there? Couple lands. Adam throws it back and says, I do not have a shatter, and therefore I must go down to 6. Mulligan down to 6 for Adam. I think David has Burn 1 Ancestral. If he hits like some Moxen and a Lotus, he might he might be able to play Rocket Launcher if he hits a Mox. Untap. Yeah, he's probably still turn 3 before he can combo out, but he can get that. Oh, and he's got Tutor. Holy shit. Yeah, looks like he could definitely, he's got the ability to win this one pretty quickly too with that rocket launcher. Remember though, rocket launcher does need to make a whole turn in play before he can use it. The downside of the card, but you can't use it till it's been in play for an upkeep. Your upkeep. Yeah, it's not the first upkeep, so not Adam's upkeep, but David would have to play it on his next turn, hits the upkeep, and he can rocket launch like crazy. Adam's looking at his hand. Throws back 1 card, goes down to 6, and he is on the play. So let's see what he plays. Volcanic Island and pass. So no chain. I'm assuming he's got a bolt though. David drew a Trop, plays Trop. Passes turn. Ooh, Chain Lightning's a sorcery, Adam. And he played Chain at the end of his turn. And then David's turn, so he probably should have done that his own turn. Hopefully it doesn't matter. And there's an Orc. And your turn, yeah, I want Ancestral Recall myself. David, you want Ancestral Recall now. The end of Adam's turn. No, David. Maybe he's waiting, I guess. I just want to give him the chance to counter my shit. Yeah, that Chain Lightning should have been Adam's turn. Doesn't really matter. He could have done it on his own. And so it doesn't really affect the game in my mind. David considering stripping here. Strips the Volcanic. How many cards in hand? A bunch. So maybe holding on to the Ancestral was the right call at the end of Adam's turn. If he plays it now, though, it was the wrong call. Okay, upkeep. You need to tap out again in case he's got a red elemental blast. Game 2, I always fear red elemental blast. Down to 15 for David. Pass his turn. Good job. There's a disenchant. Oh, for Chaos Orb, I guess. That's Chaos Orb scared him. Is that a Bayou? Is that a Bayou in his hand? I don't think I would tutor yet. If it was me, I'd wait. Of course, I'm nervous right now about Adam going land, Time Twister, or Wheel. So if you're going to tutor, man, what's he tutor for here? Black Lotus? It's good. That just means Adam doesn't have a counter, or doesn't want a counter, right? That doesn't mean he doesn't have a Elemental Blast. So Dave's going to start looking at his deck. Adam has a handful of cards right now. No idea what David's going to go get. I don't know how to play that deck. I've never played in my life. I would say right now you're nervous because Adam kept a slow hand here. So maybe there's a draw 7 in that hand and maybe he plays a land and then you can't even use what you... Okay, he did go get Lotus. Seven in hand, it looks like. And a turn bolt you drop to 12. Bolt you again, you drop to 9. Ooh, David. You're tapped out. I'll bring you to 7. Play a land. Ooh, pass turn. Okay. No draw 7. David risked it for the biscuit, and he's okay. Lotus. He's not tapped out though. Be careful. Sometimes you just gotta go for it though, right? That's Tabernacle, I think. Maybe play Tabernacle so that way he has to pay upkeep on Orc. Yep, so he plays the Tabernacle, so he has to play the upkeep on the Orc. It's one colorless, right? Each creature now has an upkeep of 1. I think that's what it says. Here's the 3 off of Ancestral he played with this Tropical Island. Yeah, all creatures have 1 colorless upkeep. Okay, you must pay in your upkeep. So he drew a few cards, including a Mox. Tabernacle does not tap for mana. If it did, it'd be probably the most broken land in the world. Their library, if it did tap for mana. Um, 3, 4, 5. He's at 5 mana. He is not. Oh, he's got a fireball. He could just go for it. Being smart, he's waiting. He did not pay. Okay, so Adam didn't even pay the upkeep for a Tabernacle. Okay, now he did. All right, cool. Yeah, it's very confusing with the card you're not used to playing. I get it for sure. Untap, upkeep, draw phase for David. I think he drew Volcanic. He's got 7 mana in play right now. If I remember his rocket launcher, though, once you use it, it's dead. It blows up. But he can't combo out this turn with rocket launcher, but I think it's that Fireball Basalt power. Plays Basalt. He's gonna shatter. Yep. Adam's been waiting to shatter. He's been playing very smart. Felt buys. I think he's still got two colorless loading. I can play rocket launcher. Is rocket launcher 2 or 4 to cast? That's his turn. Yeah, for some reason I thought he overtapped there, but I could be wrong. He's down to 3. Rocket launcher was 40 cast, by the way. He's down to 3. He could have just tapped and played rocket launcher if he wanted. Plays a land. He does have a fireball. I don't know if David or Adam has any cards in hand right now. Could pay 4 to cast the rocket launcher, but I almost feel like you just need to fireball that creature away because you're at 3. Yeah, good call. Fireball him away. Pass turn with the disenchant ability to disenchant at end of Adam's turn if you need to. Adam with 1 in hand and passes. It's clearly not a bolt. Another fireball. So now he can play rocket launcher and just let it sit and wait for basalt. Yeah, 4 to cast. Leave the white open. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. 2, 3, 4. Leaves volcanic and a pearl open so he can disenchant if he needs to. Adam just looking to find a burn spell. Getting on his own turn. It's over. Let's go to game 3. Hey guys, I'm sorry, but there is no game 3. I can see that Adam won 2-0 or 2-1, but that was the end of the film. So either that was game 3 that we saw, or the video ended early and we didn't get to see game 3. But either way, and Adam ended up winning 2-1. So interesting. Sorry guys, I didn't realize we didn't have that last game or didn't have game 1. It was really cool to see the battle back and forth, but it kind of showed that all Adam needed to do was wait to shatter. That's the downside of that Power Monolith deck. That's why you need to make sure you tap them out, of course. And thank you again, though. It's the end of this video, and I'll have many more to come for this tournament.